Welcome back to See the Stories. Heated discussion about how we become picky eaters. Because no matter if you love to eat as much as possible, even as an adult, there are still little things that you don't grow out of.
No.
We discovered a few. I realized.
Mine is cooked egg yolk. And also innards and intestines.
Bean sprouts.
Bean sprouts for you.
Toge.
Bean sprouts.
I take them out. So Jennifer is still with us, and Jennifer is a nutritionist, and we've been talking about this before. But what are the long-term strategies to help picky eaters develop healthier habits that they can carry into adulthood if this picky eater still continues after toddler?
Yeah. Because
some toddlers get out of it, grow out of it, right?
Because sometimes when we realize, then we need to get out of it, but we just don't know how.
Yeah.
I really like this phrase. It's like, children see, children do, because they're going to like really follow what adults people do. Like for example, we're working, especially during COVID, we're working from home. They will actually like copying us. Like they will like as if they have their own laptop, and it's the same with eating the meals. So if we also eat the vegetables and fruit that they maybe don't like, they're picky about it, they're actually going to tend to follow it as well. They're going to minimum try at least. Try once, try twice, and maybe they will grow out of it.
So if they still don't like it after trying once or twice?
Yeah, that's another strategy as well.
Oh God.
So there's a lot.
I have my homework cut out for me.
Yeah. The second one is repeated exposure. So once, it's never gonna be enough for them to try until they're going to like it or they're going to accept it. Even sometimes, the studies say like usually children will tend to accept that food until 10 to 15 times of exposure.
Ooh.
Yes.
10 to 15 times of exposure.
Not only once, not only 5, but until 15.
So if your toddler would actually reject it after the second one, you have to try at least 13 more times.
Well, I don't think I have the resilience to be rejected 13 times, but I think I cheat my way into hiding the vegetables so they don't realize it. And my question, one more, is that are there any out-of-the-box strategies? Because I've heard that when toddlers develop picky eating, it's a sensory issue. And I recently found an article where there was a toddler who was very, very picky eater, and they made them do a lot. They made them do a lot of sensory trainings and expose them to different smells in hopes that they would get to familiarize with them. Does that actually work?
It could actually work if they're still quite young, like maybe below 7 months, 7 to 8 months. That could actually work. But
below
if they're
7 to 8.
But if they're already above it, because they could actually say they're going to communicate they don't like this kind of food. But another way to slip it in is actually like what you've mentioned, through smoothies, or maybe like what children these days like chicken nuggets.
Make our own homemade chicken nuggets.
Make our own homemade chicken nuggets and slip like maybe carrots or any vegetables, but don't do it like in a big amount. Just do it like small. So they're going to be like minimum starting to be fond of the texture and the smell and everything else.
Okay, before we go to games, there's one important question that I think you should remind us of. Is the nutrition portions, like we adults have to have a certain amount of protein, so is it still the same for kids? Because I understand that kids actually require much more protein than we do, or in our balance sheet, basically.
For the portion, it's actually quite similar. It's not really that different, but the variety, I think kids should have more because they're on their like golden time to grow. So more nutrition intake, like what you say, protein, calcium, vitamin D, and also like other micronutrients is really needed for the growth of the children as well.
Okay.
All right. So
I'm taking notes. Taking it
homework.
all home. Or we watch this on YouTube.
More homework. All right. So it is our tradition, Jennifer, by the way, to wrap up the interview with games.
Woohoo!
And now we will come with a set of questions or statements that will be delivered by Krizia.
Woohoo!
Hello again.
So Krizia, this is Jennifer. Jennifer, this is Krizia.
Jennifer, we've met earlier
Oh, you did.
in the makeup room. So yes, I will read a statements regarding picky eating, and then Kai and Hans will have to guess whether it's a myth or fact. So you need these.
That's for you.
Yes. And then after that, Jennifer will have to give the right answer along with a brief explanation regarding that statement. Okay. So, shall we start? Are
Yes,
you ready?
please.
I'm ready.
The game is to test whether the both of you paid attention during the discussion.
Well, it was overwhelming, a lot of information.
I was about to say that it's more than paying attention. Kai is actually jittery.
Okay.
All right. Shall we start?
Yes.
Ready?
Yes. Ready.
First statement. Let's see the plasma. Myth or fact, a parent's mistake is letting their children become picky eaters.
I'm sorry, parents, but as a parent, I agree.
Myth or fact, Hans?
I'll go along with the parent.
Do not copy her answer.
Yeah. It's fact. I think it's fact.
So Jennifer, is it fact or myth?
Should I give just like 50 points maybe? Because I wouldn't like agree it's 100% fact. It's like a 50-50 situation.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's not like entirely like the parents' fault that the children's are.
The word mistake is a bit strong, I think.
Yeah. So it's like it could be like actually like involved in like a lot of factors as well. Not only like the parents, even though it also involves, but also environmental
Yeah.
and also like genetics. It could really actually affects like why the children are picky eaters as well.
Okay, so 50-50.
50-50. Okay.
Okay.
Let's
got
move
50.
on to statement number 2. Forcing children with picky eating habit to try new food is the best approach. This is an easy one. Do not copy her
Myth.
answer.
Yes.
I hated this
Is
one.
it true,
Yeah,
Jennifer?
myth,
I wouldn't
because
do
I
it to
didn't
my-
like. I didn't
I
like
wouldn't do
when
it
somebody.
to my kids.
Yes,
Did it.
it's a myth.
It's
Yay!
a
Woo! 100 points for each one of you.
Yes.
Okay, number 3. Let's see the statement. Picky eaters should be given only their favorite food.
Myth.
Another easy one.
You
Yes.
should try this with Putra, shouldn't you?
Our friend who
Our
hates
friend.
vegetables so much.
Who?
You watch it.
My friend.
Oh, you have a friend who hates vegetables at
Yes.
this age?
Yeah.
At this age.
At this age.
You know,
Really?
he
Like
would
he
he
literally-
would take his time to to take out old vegetables from a fried rice,
No
from
way.
a plate of fried rice.
And don't tell him there's vegetable broth in the soup.
No.
Even the green onion?
Even the green onions.
Oh my God. All right, again, you were right.
Yes,
Do you have
that's
any explanations to add to that?
Yeah, for sure, repeated exposure is needed, but forcing it and giving them like the negative, experience in consuming a new food, I don't think it's like a wise choice. Of it.
How would you introduce new food for a picky eater? Like, what would you say to the child?
I will actually ask the children first, like, what do you want to eat?
Oh.
It's not like immediately giving them the choice, giving them like, I could actually choose my food. It actually gives like a very positive attitude towards food as well. And then along with it, we could actually give them a new like food for them to try.
So give them a bit of, a sense of control.
It's hard being a parent, right? We're the therapist, we're the caregiver, we have to give them food, we have to
All
cook
in
them
one.
food, decide about it.
All right, so far so good. You got
Yes, so
everything
good,
right.
so good, so
Now,
good.
moving on to the last statement. Let's go. Next one, please. Okay. Picky eating is influenced by genetics. I think you have mentioned that
Yeah.
earlier.
50-50 though,
50-50.
somewhat.
Yeah.
Somewhat, but like
50-50. It's 50-50, I would
Ooh.
say. It could be influenced by genetics because the savory sensitivity,
Yes.
like their taste bud,
Yes.
is actually like heritated by their from their parents. But it could change along time because it will be really affected by environment as well. Especially if they go to school, they will meet a lot of children. They will also see and copy. They will also try new foods.
Okay, so this is actually something that is tricky when it comes to food and picky eaters. So Jennifer, in case anyone is watching at the moment and wanting to, consult more or getting some more information, where can they find you on socials?
On social media, I'm on Instagram,
Yep.
at TikTok, at Jennifer Vidya. So feel free to see more nutrition educational through there.
Yep.
And I mean, there's Google anywhere. There's a lot of journals. There's a lot of health articles as well. So parents, you could actually see a lot of food recipe out there in the internet. So
Yep.
no worries.
All right, Jennifer, Vidya, thank you so much for being here.
And thank you, Kai and Hans, for playing. You did so well.
Yes, of course, we loved games. And See the Source will continue after the break. Stay with us.